So I'm here in the ready position. Going to be performing a left side get up. So loaded in my left arm. Left foot is flat on the floor. Okay. Next phase is going to be our roll to elbows. So finding the right angle on this free arm is really crucial here. We don't want to be too high up here, create this separation between the torso and the elbow, puts your shoulder in a very weak and compromised position. We tend to say approximately 45 degrees out to the side, but an easy way to find what angle is going to work best for you is simply taking the thumb of that free arm. You're going to plug it right into your sternum, tap, tap, tap. Okay. Now notice the angle of my elbow. Maintain that angle, bring that elbow to the floor, and extend the forearm. Okay. Sternum, elbow to the floor, extend the arm. Okay. Now it's going to be rolling up to the elbow. Keep reminding yourself it is a roll to the elbow and not a sit up to the elbow. Okay. Everybody tries to crunch it the first few times. We're not going to do that. We're going to understand that everything now is moving off to 45 degrees. So going to lead with my eyes, drive my hip, drive my knee off to 45, and drive up to that elbow, okay? As you roll up, you're driving that elbow down to the floor. When I get into this position now, we are going to be actively pressing the ground away through the forearm and through the elbow so that we are not shrugging and allow our shoulder to sneak up in our ear, okay? So I'm pushing the ground away. Make sure that this heel or that this down foot is flat on the ground again. Pressing the ground. Looking for a nice big open chest here. From here, we're gonna plant the palm and press up into the tall sit, okay? Another situation here people run into is, again, shrugging that shoulder down, letting that creep up in there. We wanna, again, be pressing the ground away and even taking our palm, turning it slightly behind us, pointing my fingertips away, okay? That's going to open up that shoulder, screw it down into socket, and create a good stable base to press through as we go into the next transition, okay? Which is gonna be the sweep. So, belly's still loaded up overhead. I'm pressing the ground away. Shoulder is screwed down into socket. Going to pop my hips up and land into my open windmill position, okay? So as you notice, I don't have a great angle right here. Think about the get up. You should never be out of position because you can always correct. So I want a 90 degree on this knee to create a little bit more stability. Yep. Shoulder is still screwed down here, but as you notice, when I swept up into this position, I now have a straight line from my palm to my knee to my heel, okay? So I'm rooted down here, heel, knee, palm, all on a line. What we're going to do now is shift my weight underneath the belt by sitting into a hip hinge, sitting my right hip towards my right heel, and I just simply slide my hand up that thigh to land here in the open windmill position, okay? So now from here, all I'm left to do is align my knees on railroad tracks, ready for my lunge. I'm going to take my eyes down off the bell and focus straight ahead, pull the ground together, step up into my standing plank, and get ready to reverse it. So unloaded side, I'm gonna slap that leg to remind me that that's the leg going back. Just give it a slap. Take a big, big step back, okay? What you don't wanna do is be too narrow here, okay? It's caused a lot of problems. Take a big step back. Think about pulling yourself down to the floor to lower under control, softly bringing that knee to the ground, okay? Now from here, it's gonna take a step out to my left, open windmill position, hip hinge again. So I'm gonna sit my right hip towards my right heel to bring the ground to me. Grip the ground now with my hand. Screw that mayonnaise jar shut to open that shoulder and really screw it down into socket. From here, I brace myself, kick my foot under, take my butt to the floor, okay? From here, back into the tall sit. Again, big proud chest, driving that ground away, keeping everything squeezed down and tight. Going to now uncork that mayonnaise jar and find the ground with my elbow, okay? So I went from here, now I'm going to unscrew, bring the elbow to the floor, okay? Back into my elbow position. Now I'm going to be rolling, think about pulling yourself down, back to the shoulders here. Again, actively driving that elbow down to the floor, keeping tension. Okay, you should feel this in that that free arm side. You should feel it in the oblique on that side as you lower back to the shoulders. Okay, we don't want to just collapse down here. Okay, we want actively creating tension, crunching my abs down, rolling back under control. Okay, from there, both hands come on the bell. Bell comes back down to my side. Roll to my side and unload.